Hello, I'm Ken Roski, Chief of Police with the Pasco Police Department. This critical incident update is intended to provide you with information about an officer-involved shooting that occurred in the city of Pasco. You will hear relevant information and learn about details we know are related to this case, so you have a better understanding of what occurred. To ensure compliance with Washington State law enforcement's independent investigations criteria and best practices, the Tri-Cities Special Investigations Unit, or SIU, took control of this investigation just after it occurred. SIU is an independent team of skilled investigators who will report their findings of the criminal investigation to the Franklin County prosecutor. SIU conducts very thorough use of force investigations, which require investigators to interview multiple witnesses, view video footage, and analyze a significant amount of forensic evidence. SIU is still conducting their investigation, and it is not uncommon for these investigations to take months to complete. The Pasco Police Department will also conduct an internal administrative investigation, separate and independent of SIU, that will examine our policies and procedures related to this case. They will report their findings to me. Our officers often respond to rapidly evolving dangerous situations, and an overwhelming majority of those incidents, the officers resolve them peacefully. When a police officer uses force to arrest a suspect or defend against an attack, it can be graphic and difficult to watch. The images and information you're about to see may be disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised, especially for young children and sensitive viewers.
Hello, I am Sergeant Rigo Pernetta, the Public Information Officer of the Pasco Police Department. I'm going to give you a brief overview of an incident that occurred on December 14th, 2019 at around 8 o'clock p.m. Officers were dispatched to the 2100 block of North 18th Drive for a theft report. The caller requested help with a family member who stole 2 cell phones. Prior to their arrival, officers received information that the suspect was still at the location and he was known to carry a pocket knife. The suspect was later identified as Alejandro Betancourt, Mendoza.
Dispatch Pasco Zone 2, a theft just occurred.
Pasco 102.
Pasco 102. This is a child caller advising that their uncle is stealing stuff out of their house. 2 phones that the RP has noticed, and he's refusing to give them back. And they're all still at the residence. Dispatch Pasco 102 units responding to the 18th Avenue theft. The RP is advising that he is currently outside in a vehicle, possibly translating for his parents. The male is still inside the house. Unknown weapons, but the male is known to have a pocket knife on him. Unknown HPD, possible narcotics.
Pasco 9 to dispatch. The address will be North 18th Drive.
The body-worn cameras used by the Pasco Police Department carry a 30-second buffer of video without audio. When a body-worn is activated, it goes back 30 seconds and starts recording. It does not record any sound during those 30 seconds. This feature is designed to capture police activities that occurred suddenly when an officer is unable to activate the camera. These videos you're about to see also contain the audio portion since the officers activated their body-worn cameras. These cameras are also worn at chest level by most officers assigned to field duties, and they capture a general perspective of what is on the camera's view.
Someone just went inside. Hi, what's going on?
This is my uncle, my sister is the big problem with his Alejandro.
He stole 2 phones. He only gave left one. Whose phone are they? I think one of them
My
is his
sister.
brother's and one of them is his sister. Okay. All right. Give us a second.
Hello. Hey, can you come out and talk to me real quick?
Sorry.
Who's that guy?
That's my cousin. He wasn't here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
You know who called you guys?
What's that?
Who called you guys? There was just, we were just arguing.
Whoever's in that car. So someone taking some phones or something like that, or...
Yeah.
Can I come in? Can I come in and talk to you?
Yeah.
So who's taking what phones, and what can we do to resolve this?
We already got it back.
What's that?
We already got it back, but...
Okay, who's that out in the car?
It's my aunt. It's her sister.
Yeah. So who's taking phones?
Like, she took my phone and I grabbed her phone. But we resolved everything pretty much. We already resolved everything.
Where's the phones at?
No, she gave me back her phone and she gave me back her phone. I don't know about his phone.
Here, let me talk to her, because she's here.
While interviewing several witnesses inside the home, Officer Griffin notices Alejandro reach for a knife that is in his front pocket. For their safety, Officer Griffin and Officer Boykin take control of Alejandro to prevent him from accessing his knife. When the officers are detaining Alejandro, a family member interferes with the arrest.
Let's go.
So his phone disappeared first.
Okay, come on.
Hold on. He's taking it back from you. Dude, he's just... Are you crazy, dude? What are you doing? What are you reaching for a knife for?
Hold on, you're reaching into my pocket.
You can grab your knife off you so you can't grab it. What are you doing?
You're going into my pocket and my knife. That's against my rights.
It's not against your rights.
Alright, yes it is. You can't just search my stuff.
You can take your knife out of your pocket. You're gonna go in handcuffs. Do not resist. You understand?
Oh.
You're under arrest now.
Why?
Officer Boykin and Officer Peoples then struggle to control Alejandro, who is resisting, and he's able to get to his knife. In the struggle, Alejandro is able to cut Officer Boykin in the forearm and stab Officer Peoples in the face and neck. Officer Boykin draws his weapon and strikes Alejandro with gunfire, stopping the assault. Officers then immediately call for medics to come to the scene and render aid. Officer Peoples applied a tourniquet on Officer Boykin's arm because of the severity of the laceration, and she drove him to the hospital. Officer Peoples was treated for the injuries she sustained to her face and neck. Officer Boykin's injury required surgery.
You just go. Oh no, you're shot. You're stabbed.
I know, we're both stabbed.
Just go to Lord's.
Hey, let them know we're going to Lord's.
Chest run. Here, switch to rubber. You're gonna start CPR. Yeah. Okay, 5 dispatch.
We got rubber glove on to seal that.
Sucking chest when we're starting CPR.
The Pasco Police Department believes key principles in maintaining public trust are preserving life, protecting our community, and ensuring all uses of force are reasonable. The use of deadly force can be traumatic for everyone involved. Each encounter is unique and requires officers to make split-second decisions during tense, uncertain, and rapidly evolving circumstances without the benefit of hindsight. For more information regarding our policies and procedures, please visit our website at pasco-wa.gov.